All right, you got a little deja vu? You're like, wow, she looks exactly the same 24 hours later as I'm doing boot camp, right? No, I'm Sarah Harnish. I'm a diamond, and I shot this boot camp over the 4th of July week. So I combined days for the video so that everybody could have the 4th of July off. So we're training again tomorrow, and we're training again on Friday, but you guys have Thursday off. I'm the author of the Game Plan book. It's an Amazon bestseller. And I'm also the author of the Essential Game Plan, Ignite Your Business in 2 hours. And I have a pretty exciting announcement to tell you guys right before we jump into chapter 14 here on excuses. You guys know that I just spent the whole week in studio recording Ignite on Audible. So if that's a way that you love to learn, you're training a different part of your brain, that's going to be up very, very soon on Audible. I believe we upload it all tomorrow. So super crazy close. So pop on over to Amazon. It'll give you the audiobook version of it also. The other thing I'm very, very excited to announce is that we're only a couple of days. We're very, very, very close to launching Ignite on my website, which I've been waiting to do since February. So I'm super, 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 super excited. Our marketing team says we have to do things in a certain order. So Amazon gets it first, but finally I get to release it on my website, and that day is coming this Friday. So we will be offering the Essential Game Plan in bulk for $5 a book. That means you can train 20 of your leaders and take them all the way through Ignite, and it's going to cost you $100 to train 20 leaders. So super excited about being able to offer it at a really, really discounted price, okay? Look for that this coming Friday. And if you're watching these videos and they're not live, it might already be up. So go to oilabilityteam.com, and there's a button for Ignite, and just go ahead and click on that, and everything is there. The boot camp is there, the table of contents is there, preview of the book, videos, all sorts of stuff is up on that page. So super, super excited about this book. And on Friday, we're going to launch the Ignite Challenge. Tomorrow night, I get to give away another $500 Game Plan Mega Pack. It is our third giveaway, major giveaway, since we started shooting these videos. And then Friday, I get to give away the last one, which everything in that one is signed. So super excited. All right, chapter 14 is on ditching excuses. And thank you for having the tenacity to hang with me for 2 videos tonight. I really want to give you guys the 4th of July off. Right? I know I'm dating my videos by talking about the 4th of July, but just so you understand why I look the same, what's going on, right? Okay, so ditching excuses. Michelle says, you're amazing. I don't know how you do so many books and digital goodies. I appreciate having access to all of it. Yeah, I do everything I can to make most of what we do free. So textable classes, calendars that you can print off and do challenges with your team, graphics, video, shooting the stuff with the ULA guys. Like, we do everything we can to put as much as I humanly, if I could give all of my books away, I would give them all away. But we have to pay for the paper and the ink and the shipping and all that other good stuff. So I just print them in black and white so I can keep them as cheap as I can so you guys have affordable tools. I believe really, really firmly in affordable tools. So you now have a book that is tiny. It's like the size of the 4-year career, that is Young Living specific, that trains your team in all things game plan in an afternoon. They got the scripts. They can go teach to their mom or best friend that night and get their business off the ground and get results right away with a little $5 system. It was as cheap as the publisher would let me go on it. So John and I don't design these tools to make money off of you guys. We design these tools because I made a promise that I was not going to leave people behind. I was not going to leave people in a place of no hope, because I know what no hope feels like. I lived in no hope for 39 years. We lived in the projects for 12 years, and I know what it feels like to get left behind. I know what it feels like to wake up every single day and think, gosh, I get to do this for the next 15 or 20 years of my life. I'm going to be in debt until my kids are 40 years old. That's how long it's going to take me to pay my student loans off. Like, I know that feeling of the noose around your neck. I know that feeling of the blinding headache every single day, not seeing a way out. And that's why I generate tools for you guys, because I really, really, really believe that you have what it takes. And I'm not saying that to promise you riches. It's not a prosperity gospel. You're going to have to do the work. It's hard work, but if I can give you tools that make it easier for you, then maybe you can rank a little quicker than I did. You know, maybe it takes some of the stress off of you. Maybe the mini has that conversation on the business that's awkward for you. Maybe Fearless Lifestyle trains somebody in your team that super convicts them to start getting rid of the pop in their house and some of that garbage in their house. Maybe the Ningxia class that we release with Unstuck is a 180 for your team on their health. Like, you know, I don't know who these tools are going to reach or how they're going to help, but if it helps one person, then it's worth it to me. All right, if one person gets to diamond because of any of these resources, then I would go back and rewrite them all over again. Despite the time, despite slowing us down on Crown and Royal, it really, truly, you guys matter so much to me. I just want to turn around, reach down, give you my hand, and pull you up because I really believe you have what it takes. Okay, I believe in the deepest, deepest parts of my heart that you have what it takes. So now that I've edified you, now I'm going to beat the tar out of you in this chapter, okay? This is a rough chapter. This one's on excuses, and you're going to hear yourself in a lot of these things. I wrote these excuses off of myself, all right? So, like, yeah. I am going to make the oil of the night Rose of Sharon, which is cistus, all right? It's cistus, because this is the oil that we used when we went to the diamond retreat this year, you know, and got to go up in the balloons. I think I actually have a picture I can show you guys of it. Let me see here. For the diamond retreat. Let's see which computer it's on. I have multiple computers that I work off of. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. So it's called cistus. I've never showed anybody of these. You know that this is going to pop up in the game planner this year because I use all my pictures for it. But I'll show you guys a couple of pictures from the cistus farm. This is frankincense, which is that farm where it was distilled. That's going to be one of the dividers in the new 2019 game planner this year. That was frankincense in my hands at the farm. This is me right in front of frankincense. That was the distillation. That was in Spain for the diamond retreat. And this is the guy that runs the farm. Had a really good interview with him talking about seed to seal. And it took over 20 years for him to become a partner farmer with Young Living, even though he knew Gary personally. Isn't that crazy? Then they decided to give us like a hatchet and go cut or sickle and go cut some of these down. This is the cistus flower, and what that flower looks like while it's actually on the plant, it's wrinkled. It's like it needed to be ironed. It looks like that while it's hanging off of the tree. Then we were driving out to the farm, the actual farm, and here's a couple more cistus flowers. This one I really like. There it is. Yeah, we'll probably have a whole cistus page. I got to show you my very favorite cistus picture, though. It's actually one where the bud didn't bloom yet. I believe it's this one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's definitely going to be in the game planner this year. So love that picture. And the smell, oh man, I love cistus. Cistus is wonderful for bravery. But then they decided to give us a sickle. Check it out. Here I am. Now, the farm worker was not very comfortable standing next to me with that thing. And we went out with Mary Young right out into the fields and just started hacking the plants, you know, so that we could, this is what a cistus plant looks like. Rose of Sharon, while it's out there, it looks like a shrub, right? And all the flowers are up on the top of it. But what a game-changing trip for me. Like just being able to be out there and be in the fields. Oh, you guys know this face. Look at that amazing man, Todd Walker. So just being able to have that time, that one-on-one time with corporate and seeing the plants and seeing the fields and seeing the flowers, like, oh man, I just stand there. And then the next day they take us all up in hot air balloons over Spain. And I'm sitting in this hot air balloon over the ground going, is this real? Like, is this actually happening right now? Like, I'm the mom from the projects. Like, do they know who they let in their balloon? Like, I'm the one that doesn't ever have anything go right. Like, I'm the klutz. I'm the one that goes to bed and there's cockroaches on my floor. Like that's me. Like I'm the one that's not successful. So why am I standing in an air balloon right now with hundreds of other diamonds above the sky? It was a really, really humbling, very humbling experience for me. And you get up in the air balloons and it's just silent. It's just totally quiet. And it's just peaceful, and it's amazing. So that's what's coming for you guys, right? I want to show it to you, not to make promises to you, but to show you that if you get out there and you teach these classes, man, we get to do this kind of stuff together forever, right? So, all right, since I'm punching you in the face on distraction, we're just going to go a level deeper. And if you're still reading, I want you to be able to take it on the chin today, all right? Not you anymore, praise God. Thank you, Helen. I just got some chills from that. So I want you to have this list of excuses so deeply ingrained in your head that when you hear these things slip out of your mouth and cross your brain in moments of weakness, and we all have them, you slap them to the other side of the room, all right? Just slap them to the other side of the room. Don't even allow these thoughts in your personal vocabulary. Don't even allow it. When I'm done with this training, I'll go pop the photo of the balloons up on this page so you guys can see that trip, all right? So here's the list that you're in super trouble. And if you add anything new to it, you're in trouble for that too. I don't have time to build a business. You got time to scroll Facebook? Because a Facebook scrolling a week definitely could replace one class, right? I don't have money. I don't have the right personality. I don't take care of myself, so I'm not the model of a natural lifestyle. I can't talk to people. I don't know anyone. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm too tired. My spouse doesn't support my business. I don't make enough to place my order. No one will listen to me. I have no resources. My upline stinks. I don't have reliable internet. I can't find babysitters to watch my kids. I can't get time off work to teach. Everyone already has oils. You remember that argument, right? Only 4 in 300. I can't find a place to teach. I'm too scared to talk to people. I have another job and I can't add more to my plate. My family is more important than this business. You're going to see your family if you pursue this business, right? I'm retired. I'm home. My husband's home, all right? Young living costs too much. Guys, one class a month has the potential to pay for your Central Awards order, right? All right, one class a month. I read XYZ on the internet about Young Living, and it must be true. My family thinks I'm a nutcase for believing in oils. If they won't buy, how can I get strangers to respond? I'm not you. All right, man, if you saw me and you saw the other side of this cell phone and you saw where I came from when I was building my business, you'd say, oh, all right, I'm kind of glad I'm not her, right? I don't have any fight left. I'm exhausted. Here's the thing, you're going to stay in the hole if you don't dig out. Right? We're going to be talking 10 years from now and you're still at the bottom of that pit. You got to dig yourself out. You got to grab your shovel and you got to dig yourself out. Once these certain things are over in my life, then I can start. Once the school year ends and I'm not in the middle of my teaching year, once this ends, once I finish my degree, don't just a class a week, right? 2 hours a week. Man, you spend more time than that laying in bed trying to get out of bed in the morning, all right? I don't know enough. What if they ask questions? I don't like selling stuff, all right? All of that. Yeah, don't say those things. So add your own excuses to that list and then write the opposite beside it. That's all I want you saying out loud and in your head. I don't like selling stuff. I love selling stuff. I'm not selling anything, but if I was, I would absolutely love it, right? I don't know enough. What if they ask questions? I know more than I need to know to do this business, right? I know more than I can't find a place to teach. I'm going to use my living room, all right? I'm going to take everything in my house. I'm going to throw it in my closet, in my coat, and I'm going to sweep my living room, and they're going to stay in the living room. I don't have reliable internet. I'll build my business without reliable internet, right? I'm too tired. I have exactly the strength that I need to build this, right? Write the reciprocal down. Write the opposite down. Now, here's the deal. Do you like where you are? Are you happy with where you are right now? Is how you're spending your current time going to cross things off of your bucket list? Is it going to be 20 years until you're debt free? Are you treading water? Are you drowning? Or are you changing your life? Because you can break the generational curse over your family. If anybody said that building a Young Living business was easy, they are lying to you. All right, they're lying to you. It's hard. There's discouragement. You're going to feel let down. You'll feel like leaders are wasting their time with some of their activities. People that you think are going to do excellent are going to disappear off your team, and people that you never expect to start just absolutely take off. They're going to have no-show classes. People you love will not believe in the power of oils. The no's are going to hurt. You're going to have seasons where you feel like nothing is moving and you're just treading water. Expect those things with this business. None of those things are reasons to quit, though. Okay, none of them are reasons to quit. Don't dwell on them. Dwelling and expecting are two different things. We already talked about why people don't show up. They don't have a reason to show up. You haven't built a relationship with them and they don't know why they need oils. If you solve that question, they will show up to your classes. I wrote 350 pages on it in Unstuck, and that's coming out on exactly how to solve that question this fall. So watch for it. If you're stuck with no-show classes, you need to get Unstuck in your hands, all right? But let's talk about excuses here, all right? Guess what? Even with that long list of frustrations, Young Living is still easier in the long run than how you're spending your time right now, because that hard work leads to freedom. It leads to freedom. You've done harder things in your life than teaching a 2-hour class each week. Y'all, most of you are women. You birth babies, right? You pushed this out of that, okay? That's harder. That's harder than reading a script 2 hours a week. I'm sorry, but it is. It's tough, all right? I know building the business is rough, and I know you got all these places you're going to be let down, but gosh, man, you've done so many things in your life that are so much harder than building this business. Why can't you be a diamond? There's no reason, right? So listen, you've been through so much more. There's no other way out. I don't know of any other way where you get paid as a Royal Crown Diamond like a rocket scientist and you're teaching 2 hours a week. I just killed myself anchoring news today. It is a hard job. 7-8 hours a day. It's a rough job. I am tired. I am emotionally, mentally dead after that shift. I am not after teaching 1 class a week. I'm just not. So your options are to continue what you've been doing or start digging an escape path. Okay? Either continue how you're spending your time or dig your path out. Is how you're spending your 40-hour work week the way that you envision it being spent? If you've been doing it that way for 10 years and there's been no change, then will there be change in the next 10 years? Do you feel valued at your job? Do you have purpose? Are you living paycheck to paycheck? One emergency from disaster. Man, I love news, but I was paycheck to paycheck. Do you have energy? Half of you guys on this bootcamp video just already told me how tired you are. Are you a slave to your own decisions? Do you feel trapped? Are you weary? Are you stressed? There's many kinds of poverty. Do you know what I'm going to do Thursday when I wake up and I'm not anchoring? I'm going to go on a 5-mile run. I'm going to come back and do some juicing. I'm going to work on Unstuck a little bit and write the new workbook because I want to. I'm going to read to my kids. I'm going to pack them to go on a missions trip to Ecuador. I'm probably going to take a 2-hour nap in the afternoon. I'll do some self-care and go do some red light therapy or continue, getting all the stuff uploaded to Audible for you guys. I'm going to clean. I actually really like cleaning. I'm a clean freak. So I might do a little bit of that. I'm going to play with my granddaughter and just read her books and watch her giggle and laugh and probably play some basketball with my kids. And that's my day, right? I can't believe I get paid to do that. Probably connect with a couple of leaders and set up some more classes for the end of July, right? So are you a slave to your own decisions? Do you feel trapped? Are you stressed? Because there are so many different kinds of poverty. Stress poverty is legit poverty, all right? But the only person that can dig you out is you. Every single diamond, crown diamond, royal crown diamond battled most of the items on that list at some point while they were building. I've yet to speak to any diamond that said it was smooth sailing from the minute they got their kit until their $27,000 monthly check was coming in the mail. I've never heard that they had infinite time and infinite resources to build when they did. Nobody along the way said, yes, my classes were always full. They resulted in 100% sales. They never had a single person who was on another team show up at their classes, and it was a completely stress-free ride all the way to the top, and they had unlimited upline support, and nobody's ever said that to me. And I don't know all the diamonds, but I know most of them. All right? I've heard most of their stories. I would say I probably know 7 in 10 of the diamonds right now, the diamonds, crowns, and royals, and they all have the same story I've got. We all built different ways, but nobody was like, oh, this was easy. Nobody. Here's the thing. You've got to decide how bad you want this, right? You must decide how much freedom means to you. And you must decide if you're willing to stay where you are forever. Because once you make that decision, you're unstoppable. Failure starts in your head. But you can stop it there. It doesn't need to own you. You just need a support system to do this. You need the willpower to move. You are your support system, right? It's you. I loved anchoring news. I had a passion for my job. I love the thrill of the news hunt. I love the challenge of racing time and the thrill of opening that mic to 5 million people every morning. But I was a slave to the clock. I was a slave, guys. I had nothing left to give my kids or my husband when I returned. It all went to radio. All of it went to radio. And you know what? That's putting myself before my kids. It was, right? It's a very high price to pay for something that you love. That leads to regret as your kids get older and they start to leave the nest. And now nothing owns me. I'm free. I fill in because I choose to, not because I need to. The shift happened because of the grace of my Lord and Savior first, because he's the one that led me to Young Living. Do you know that you've been given a precious gift in this business? It's precious. Like the knowledge that you have already is precious. It was not a mistake that you were signed up. You've been blessed with Solomon wisdom when it comes to health and wellness. You've been blessed with conviction, and your words have the power to change the course and the direction of other people's lives and the health of thousands and thousands of families. The question is, how will you use the gift? Are you going to squander it away on excuses? Or are you going to stand up and you're going to fight for those who don't even realize that what they have in their homes is hurting them? Most of your business is in your mind. It's in your head, okay? It's what you think you're capable of. And it doesn't mean that I'm saying go do 100 hours of personal development and mindset training. No, just grab the script, get over yourself, and get out there and share it with people who need hope, okay? Get over your mind. The glass ceiling above your head in network marketing is set by you. If you always say, I'll try to get something done, then you've made an excuse before you ever even started. So make a list and make it happen. Make a list and make it happen. Set a goal, cross it off. Connect with people. You either do this or you do not do this, but only you can make that decision. There's no magic vitality diamond oil in a veggie cap that's going to get you there. Michelle, you say you're disabled and you made it a star. Yes, it's so worth the effort that you were able to fight for. Exactly. And you can keep building. You can keep building, even being disabled. Man, being disabled, you need it more than probably most of us on this training, right? You need the income, you need the freedom, you need the release, but you also are capable of fighting for it, right? Being disabled does not take away your voice. It doesn't. I don't know anything that takes away your voice, all right? You can get out there and you can share. Do not let being disabled hold you back from what God has created you for. All right. You have power. You have a platform. You have people that are willing to listen to you. You just are forgetting that they're standing there waiting for you. Right? You need to get out there and you need to go fight for them. Man, if I had a diamond veggie cap, I would totally give it to you guys. But it takes rolling up your sleeves and sharing oils with passion and purpose and consistency to make this happen. If you're willing to put the work in, the results are limitless. If not, you're going to be watching in the bull rushes instead of being a worker in the field. Your team is going to pass you by and you're going to watch their freedom, but not your own. It is time to take this seriously and it is time to move. It's time to move. If you want this, ban excuses and go fight for it. I'm going to end this with a little word for the builders that have plateaued. Not for my newbies that just grabbed the book and just started your business, but for those of you that did game plan with me, all right, and you're still stuck at the same rank, or you've even lost rank, all right? This last word is specifically for you guys. This is a book that's designed for anybody that needs a leg up, all right? That means that this may be your first exposure to a Young Living business, or you might have been a star for 10 years. And you know what? Both places are okay. If you're stuck, take a look at why you're stuck. Have you stopped doing the actions that got you to your highest rank? You heard me say it, but I'm going to repeat it again here. There's only 3 things that grow your business. Teach classes, get people on Essential Rewards, and train your leaders. Usually when I'm talking with a builder that's stalled, I'll hear nobody's coming to classes anymore. They're just not coming, Sarah. I've tapped out my warm market, or everybody's doing oils. Guys, that falls under the excuses category. It's an excuse. None of those statements are true. You've got to speak truth over your business if you want it to grow. Cover yourself in Believe oil and then restate your sentences. Get out there and know that you can do this. You do have the ability to share. The reality is that if you weren't afraid, you would have 100% market share. Everybody outside your front door would be a candidate to invite to an oils class, right? Anybody, but you got to get fear out of the way of your freedom and return to the actions that got you the rank. Without that, you're going to watch your team pass you, right? And there's no reason for it. This business can be built by anybody who wants it because they don't quit. It's not necessarily about having the first fire that you had when you got your kit. It's about relatability. It's about making connections. If you can stay in that place and connect with people, then you've mastered the greatest strategy necessary for this, and that is meeting needs. If it's about them and it's not about you, then you've changed the game for your business. You have changed the game, okay? It's never about sales. It's about people. It's about people. I mean, that was Gary's message the entire 25 years he's building Young Living. Loving people. You can go all the way back to when he was bringing lavender buds back in his boots from France, right? It was about loving people. It was all about loving people, always. And if you're ever in a room with him, that was his message. His message was love. Every single time you hear him speak, it's about love. He gets choked up and cry for the people that he kept trying to help, right? We all do the same actions to get to Diamond. Guys, we got different paces. We have different friend circles. We have different strategies, but we all do the same 3 things in various ways. So focus on those 3 things and your feet will go where you want them to go. Cut out all those extras that are keeping you from freedom and return to the basics. Keep it simple. You have it in you to go all the way. You do. Start by consistently sharing all over again. I started by sharing 4 to 6 classes a month under my Crown Diamond leg 8 weeks ago, and we took it from 12,000 to 19,000 OGV in 8 weeks. Teaching works. It works. So brace yourself for a rank up. All right? That's the end of the excuses chapter. Tomorrow is going to be a tearjerker. You do not want to miss tomorrow's training. It's the very first time where I've really just deeply written about the legacy of Gary Young. I'm trying to train your team on who Gary is, because most of your new leaders coming in, they never even had a chance to meet him. So we're going to do that chapter tomorrow. And then on Friday, we'll take the 4th of July off. And then on Friday, we will do chapter 16, which will be the very last day of boot camp, day 15, which is finding your why plus the Ignite challenge, right? And then I will demo those 2 scripts in the back for you. But I'm going to end tonight by giving away my audiobook, which I'm super excited about. I worked my tush off to make sure that you guys could get this on Audible. So very, very, very excited to pick a winner. You know what? I'm actually gonna pick 5 winners. So 5 of you guys have to email me in. I asked you to keep me awake last night and to encourage me. I asked for 100 of you to leave me a message, and we have 450 people leaving messages. 450 people just stopping and encouraging me. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to you guys just for being a rock that I could stand on and helping me out. So let me scroll down here, and I'm going to pick 5 different names. You guys have to email me in at oilabilitywithsarah@gmail.com. Now, this is not going to be the Audible version. Once I upload it to Audible, I'm not allowed to sell these as CDs. So it's part of our contract with them. But I haven't uploaded it yet. So I'm going to burn them tonight, and then I'm going to upload it tomorrow. And I'm going to get these in the mail before we upload it, all right? So here we go. We've got, 522 people got on to encourage me. So let me pick out of the 522, I'm going to pick 5 different names as a thank you. All right. I'm scrolling down, and let's look at these 522. Okay. So winner 1, you have to email me at oilabilitywithsarah@gmail.com. Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, all right? Winner 1 is Rhonda Glasgow. If you don't email me, it won't go in the mail, okay? We have to have your address and everything, so you got to email me. Rhonda's winner number 1. Stephanie Martin is winner number 2. Stephanie Martin. Louise says, I'm just now seeing this. You're generous and good to us. Thanks for doing this. How did it go? I'm only 3 chapters from the end, so I'll get it done tomorrow and we'll upload it. Louise Mills, L-O-U-I-S-E. Louise Mills is winner number 3. Stephanie Richards, you are winner number 4. You do not have to be in my downline to win these. This is for anybody. So Stephanie Richards, you're winner number 4. And Patty says, it's because of your game plan boot camp that I ranked up 2 levels. I listen to everything you say and do my best to duplicate it. Your story inspired me from the first time I heard it, and I can listen to you tell it over and over again. There's hope and success for all those who go after it. You've taught me that. God bless you. Patty Woodruff, forgive me. Patty Woodruff, you are winner number 5. So we'll get this out on CD to you guys so that you've got a copy of it. And you can enjoy a hard copy. You're the only people that are going to get it on CD, because once Audible's got it, it's all digital. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30, and we're going to talk some Gary Young as we prepare to wrap up Ignite Bootcamp. We're at the very end. Only 2 days left. I'm going to miss you guys, but I get to see many of you at conventions. So have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, as we kick off Ignite Bootcamp Day 14.